Welcome back to How to Become a Freelancer in 30 Days. This is Anthony Chatfield, and today is day 30. This is the end of the program. Today we're going to talk about setting goals for month 2 and how you can start building on whatever success you found in month 1 as you move forward. Goals for today are going to be talking about the results that we reviewed yesterday and how to take those and create new goals moving forward, and then decide how happy you are with the month 1 results. And if you're not happy, what can you change? And if you are happy, how can you build on those and continue moving forward? So there are a few different types of goals. And again, like I said yesterday, income should not be the first thing you think about, but I know it is. So we're going to start there. Trust me, I do the exact same thing with financial goals. How much freelance income do you want to make? What is the target? Are you trying to replace an income? Are you trying to supplement an income? Are you trying to pay for a trip or someone's college? What is your goal with this, and how far did you go towards meeting that goal? What do you need to do to achieve this goal? Be very specific. If your goal is to make $20,000 a year and you made $1,000 this month, you're doing great because you're very close to that number. But now you need to make $19,000 in the next 11 months. So you can start evaluating and changing and tweaking what the system is to make sure you reach towards those goals. You know what you need to get. You know what changes you need to make. What other projects can you work on, and what financial goals do you have? Anything passive, anything additional, anything beyond what we've already discussed that you want to work on that can kind of help you towards that goal? Now's the time to think about it. And then how much time will you invest in achieving these goals? As you sit down and write them down, make sure you're thinking about the time that you have available and the time you want to spend. Don't think about all the time in the world, because there's other things you're going to want to do. You're going to want to go out with your family. You're going to want to go out with your friends. You're going to want to spend time relaxing. You don't want to burn out completely. Balance out that time and make sure what you're planning is reasonable. Some other goals you might want to think about, non-monetary. Remember the definition of a goal too. It needs to be actionable. So don't make your goal something like make $5,000 or build a big blog. It needs to be something specific that you can, if I was to ask you, how are you going to achieve that goal? You should be able to answer that question. If you can't, then you need to be more specific about what the goal is and how to make it realistic. Remember, SMART goals: smart, actionable, reasonable, and timely. Blogging goals: how many visitors do you want to get? How many leads do you want to generate from your blog? How many links do you want to get to it? Networking goals: how many people do you want to meet? How many of those people do you want to have be potential prospects or customers? Bidding goals: how many projects do you want to bid on per day, per week, per month? And how many of those do you want to turn into projects? And then building your portfolio: how big of a portfolio do you want to have? How many things do you want to add to it? How much work do you need to do to kind of build that out? Work versus fun. Okay, so this is the tricky part. Everything should be fun. You want to have fun with what you're doing. That's the reason why you're watching this, hopefully. But it's also a job and a business. You want to treat it as such. I've made this mistake too many times to count. I'm well past it at this point. But if I'd invested the money carefully and saved it and not been silly with it early on, I'd be doing much better in life. It's a job and it's a business. You should take that money and you should invest it accordingly. And you should plan accordingly. But you should also be proud of what you've done and learn to appreciate all the small successes you achieve. Again, income's important, but it shouldn't be the most important thing. When it becomes the most important thing, all you do is look at the books and if you were up or down. You don't think about all the small successes you had. Maybe a big blogger that you respect picked up your post and retweeted it or something. That's a big success. You should write that down. You should be happy about that. It might not lead to revenue, but it's something cool that came from what you did. Those are the kinds of things I want you to think about, because that's the fun stuff. That's the reason why we do all this. And then think about if you're succeeding in any small ways you may not have noticed. If you do what I do and sit down at the end of every day and write down all your successes and all the things you accomplished, these things will start coming to mind. It really helps to end the day like that, not focusing on what did I not do today or how much further behind am I on revenue. Thinking about, man, I got 2 blog posts written today and I got all my tweets updated and I met this awesome person at this networking event that I don't know if he needs anything from me, but we had a great conversation. Those are things you want to write down, because that's the stuff that you're really getting something good out of. So for today's action, Review what you did in month 1 and determine how you can improve on it in month 2. And enjoy the fruits of your labor. Relax. You just freelanced for a full month. You've gone through this whole program. I really, really appreciate you trusting me and spending your time with me these last 30 videos. It's been a lot of fun, and I really hope you've learned a lot about freelancing, about owning a business online, about building a website and promoting yourself and creating a brand that people are going to trust and that you can use to build out a business, whether it's a freelance business or a bigger business or something more substantial. This has been a great journey. I'm very, very honored. The fact that you trusted me and have come along the whole way has been fantastic. So please leave any questions or comments below about today or any of the videos as a whole. If you haven't yet, now we're at the end of the program, please leave a review. I really, really would appreciate your feedback. If there's anything in here at all, from any of the 30 plus days here that you'd like to read more about or watch more about or learn more about, please just let me know. That's how I'm going to choose and decide how I build out new programs or books for Kindle or whatever it ends up being. I want your feedback. Those are the things that I know that people are interested in and that I want to help you as much as I can, so that's the content I'm going to create. All right, so that's everything for today. That's everything for the program. Thank you so much once more. If you have any additional questions or comments, please just let me know. And happy freelancing. Good luck with everything.